WCNC Charlotte. This is Flashpoint, where power and politics collide and the tough questions get asked and answered.
Thanks for joining us here on Flashpoint. I'm Ben Thompson. This week, we are looking back at the big year in politics, from North Carolina Republicans getting an unexpected supermajority to addressing ongoing problems with Charlotte area transit. It has been quite the year. Over the next 30 minutes, we'll share with you some of the newsmaking moments from right here on Flashpoint and from the dedicated reporting of our WCNC Charlotte team. But first, Governor Roy Cooper getting ready to start what will be his final year in office. And as he told me earlier in December, he has a lot he still wants to get done.
Well, first, we need to make sure that we invest this federal money that's coming down to make sure we do it in the most effective and efficient way. And that means getting on the ground and actually connecting households to high-speed internet and businesses, making sure that we're getting these roads fixed and that we are enhancing our public transportation to get people from one place to the next in a faster and cleaner way. I'm also going to work to uplift public education and our public school students. I've talked a lot with Republicans about the best way to make sure that our schools are the best they can be. And we have a lot of differences. The two things we agree on is a great teacher in every classroom and a great principal in every school. And you do that by investing to make sure that we pay them well, that we respect them and lift them up, and we don't waste money, billions of dollars, on private school vouchers that really don't help people get a better education and only take money away from our public schools. I'm going to work to create a lot of energy in the business community. One of the main reasons why we are the #1 state for business is our amazing, well-trained, dedicated, diverse workforce, the people of North Carolina. And we're not going to continue to have a great workforce if we don't invest in education from cradle to career. Early childhood education, making sure we have quality child care, making sure we have great principals and teachers in our public schools. We already have the best community college system in the country and the best array of public and private universities in the country. We need to keep improving our public schools to make sure we have that workforce for these businesses who are coming to North Carolina and expanding in North Carolina. And I know why, because this is the best state in the country and the best place to live, work, and raise a family right here.
Well, I don't know too many people who would disagree with that. Governor, if you could run again, would you?
Yeah, I sure would. This has been an amazing opportunity. It's been the honor of my life to serve this state where I grew up, where I was born, that I love so deeply. We've been able to work together to have a real positive impact on North Carolina. Every day I wake up, I think about things that we can do to make things better for everyday North Carolinians, helping them have better education for their children, a better paying job. Those are the kinds of things that I think about every day. The fact that we're going to have 600,000 more people have health care. So yeah, I do it again, but the Constitution says I can't. So what I'm going to do is to work hard in the next election as if I were on the ballot, because I want us to continue this progress. I want us to continue this balance that we have in North Carolina that I think has made us so prosperous. And I'm deeply grateful for the people for giving me this job and this honor, and I'm working every day to meet the challenges.
The governor speaking to me earlier in December. The governor also playing a role in getting a new budget passed. He let the $30 billion budget become law without his signature. Approval for the budget was delayed for months because of disputes over expanding gambling, largely between Republicans. The over 600-page document expanded Medicaid, raised pay for state employees, and banned schools, state agencies, and local governments from mandating COVID vaccines for employees. Well, a lot of the legislative achievements in the General Assembly, all thanks to one Mecklenburg County representative. Tricia Cotham shaking up North Carolina politics this year. Back in April, the longtime Democrat left the party and joined Republicans on the other side of the aisle. That single move gave the GOP a supermajority in both the House and Senate, making it extremely tough for the governor to get anything done. All the veto overrides this year, in large part thanks to the party switch. Cotham set to run for her seat again come 2024. She was one of the deciding votes in putting new abortion restrictions into place as well. The law includes a near ban after 12 weeks of pregnancy. Breaking the law deemed a felony, and those convicted could face fines of up to $250,000. It is also now illegal for anyone in the state to mail abortion-inducing drugs to others. Along with the restrictions, the law expands parental leave for state employees after giving birth, adopting, or fostering a child. The Republican supermajority helped pave the way for new congressional maps here in North Carolina. A group of Black and Latino voters say the new districts unlawfully weaken minority voting power. Next year's election expected to use the map being challenged right now in the court system. WCNC Charlotte's Kaylin Hagwood is following it all.
The battle to bar the newly drawn North Carolina congressional map continues, this time with a lawsuit filed in federal court. The 31-page suit filed by Black and Latino voters accuses state legislators of violating the U.S. Constitution by creating 4 racially gerrymandered congressional districts that weaken the minority vote and favor Republicans.
People ought to be able to select their own representatives, not the other way around.
Though not directly mentioned in the case, North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper speaking in favor of the filing.
It's clear that not only were these gerrymandered districts drawn in a partisan way, they were drawn in violation of the Voting Rights Act.
But speaking earlier this year, Republicans say the law is on their side after the state Supreme Court relaxed its position on partisan gerrymandering.
There's no doubt that the congressional map that's before you today has a lean towards Republicans. It's the duty of this body to draw the map and without constraints except for those that are listed in our state constitution.
In a statement, House Speaker Tim Moore, who's among the Republicans being sued, says, quote, "It has taken Democratic activists over a month after these maps were approved by the General Assembly to concoct these baseless allegations." He adds this is an attempt to, quote, "throw chaos into North Carolina elections on the first day of candidate filing. We are fully confident that these maps are going to be used in this election and every election this decade."
The General Assembly didn't stop there when it came to elections either. Earlier this year, the General Assembly passed sweeping reforms that Republicans say would protect elections. I spoke with the North Carolina Senate's top leader back in June about the push. I asked Phil Berger if these new rules are even necessary.
Yeah, so I think it's a confidence issue. The whole thing to me is about what steps can we take to enhance the confidence that people have in election outcomes. You know, we've seen situations where in 2016, the Democrats were expressing concerns about whether or not Donald Trump actually won or Hillary Clinton won. And so in 2020, the many Republicans were concerned about and expressed doubts about whether or not the outcomes were accurate. So it's sort of a bipartisan thing that folks have indicated questions about elections. And so what we need to do is set up our election machinery in a way that enhances confidence, not erodes confidence. And if, as you said, if you have a situation where ballots keep coming in days, and at least in North Carolina, the way the Democrats on the Board of Elections did it last time, over a week after Election Day, that does not enhance confidence. And some would say, and I would tend to agree, that it has the potential to erode confidence in the outcome.
Phil Berger back in June of this year. Next on Flashpoint, a big year for Charlotte City Council, the push to expand transit in the Queen City after several major setbacks.